Hello again, everyone. This is Julius and Paula.
And you're watching another webisode of Galui's Mood Food.
Let's go tempt your taste buds.
Hey everybody, welcome to Galui's Mood Food. Today's webisode is on lentil and ham soup. Okay? So the first thing we're going to do, I went ahead and I pre-chopped everything. We've got about a cup of diced ham here. It's a ham steak that we had. And we've got 2/3 cup, roughly, of onion, and they're diced small. And we've got about 1/3 of a cup of sliced carrots that were already pre-shredded, and we just chopped them up a little bit more. So I'm going to start with the ham in a skillet and get it going. There goes in that 1 cup. Alright, we're going to let that do its thing. About a medium, I'd say medium high heat on that. Alright, now the next thing is with lentils. Alright, lentils are wonderful. I used to be afraid to buy dried lentils, dried beans. Alright, like a lot of people are. You go and you get that can of whatever. But for a fraction of the cost, you can get boatloads more out of it, literally. I mean, you're paying $2 something for a can, 99 cents for this bag, and it's going to give you probably like 4 or 5 cans out of it. Okay, so you figure the math. It's very high in fiber. It's very high in protein, these lentils. High in iron and no fat, except for the little bit of gorgeous lean ham that we have in here, so we're not adding fat back to it. But what you want to do with your lentils, or any bean that you really have, cut them open, put them into a colander and a bowl underneath them. Some people may know this, a lot of people don't. They go ahead and buy the cans because they're afraid to get the bags of the dried. But you want to put a bowl underneath that colander, and you want to fill that up, and you want to check your lentils as you go here. Give them a good rinse, give them a good check, fill that bowl of water up, and you kind of give it an eyeball, and anything that floats, you don't want in there. Move them around with your hands, and feel for any stones, because you get little stones in them now and again. I can hear the ham sizzling away there. Alright. So these have a good rinse on them. I didn't feel any stones in there. Anything that floated to the top, I took out. Alright, so we're going to let these drain here for a sec. Right back in the same bowl there that I did it initially. I'm going to check on the ham here. Now this just had a little bit of non-sticking spray in it, a little cooking spray, so it didn't stick. And you want to brown that up pretty good. In my other pan over here, we had reserved this from when we had done a pasta. Alright, like a day or so ago. And don't keep it any longer than a couple days in your refrigerator after you use it. But we cooked our pasta in a stock. The flavor is already there. It's absolutely beautiful. I'm going to turn this down. It's getting done. I'll go back to the stock in just a sec. The ham's right where we need it to be. Nice and brown. I'm going to put it back on the same plate that I put it in on. And our skillet on. So here we go. Now, in go our onions. our celery and our carrots. I'm just going to take a little of this liquid out of here, out of the stock, so this doesn't burn. If I had a beer, I'll tell you what, which I might go get one from the fridge. But I'm going to start it with that anyway, right there. And I'm going to get me a beer and put a little beer in here. Or wine if you have it. Wine would be really good as well. I'm going to head to the fridge and see what I can get. And I'm going to be right back, okay? Stick around. Okay. Back to it. I put some of the reserve stock in here. I went to go get a beer. And no, it's not to drink at this moment. Maybe to share with the pan of good veggies I got going on here. And I will put a splash in. Because, hey, beer wine makes everything better. So I'm going to put a little bit of that in on the vegetables here, which are the onions, the carrots, and the celery. We're just kind of trying to soften those up and let them sweat out a little bit. Translucent, not too overdone, just tender enough. Alright. Oh, it smells so good. Alright, back to the stock. What I wanted to tell you about this was we had done our pasta in this, but what it was it's a stock that we had done, and what it has in it is some garlic powder, some onion powder, and it has some sodium-free chicken bouillon, and it's in a powder form. It also has a little bit black pepper. It has let's see, here's the chicken stock there. It has the black pepper, it has the garlic, it has the onion, and here's the bouillon. Alright, that's what's in this already, and that's probably, after using it, it's probably down to about a box of your chicken stock. Alright, so we're going to go ahead at this point in time. These are looking beautiful. We're going to get this cranked up a little bit right there, probably about a medium-high heat. Give it a stir, because it's been simmering away over here for us. And the flavor concentration is absolutely beautiful, and it's going to soak in to your lentils like you would not believe. And wait till you taste this dish. You got to make it. So we're going to put the ham in here now, because everything is going to go into this roaster. So we're going to put the ham in there. Oh, look at that. There's a little drippings left on the plate. So what do? Do one of those, and you can put it in this one, or this one, or right in there. So you're not wasting those drippings. Hey, it's all adding to the flavor, you know. These are looking like they're ready. They can just kind of hang out here a little bit. Ain't gonna hurt anything. See? Aren't they beautiful? Not brown, not golden brown, just getting a nice texture to them. Not too firm, not all mushy. Ham's hanging out in here. Gonna give this a stir here. Alright, so at this point in time, we are going to take our lentils and we're going to put our lentils right in here. Okay? And when we get back, we're going to show you how to put all this good stuff together and get it into the oven. So, here go the lentils. Wait till it's boiling and get them in there. Your hand's your best tool sometimes, so who needs a spoon if it's not hot? There we go. Oh, hey, use the other one. Alright, all lentils are in the bath. Give them a stir. Keep on watching, stay tuned. We'll be right back, okay? Okay, we're back. Alright. We have our ham that's been browned in our roaster. Our veggies here that have gotten tender, and we had put some beer in here with these, along with some of the stock. They're gonna go in next. Get all those good bits in there. Alright, I'll show you this way best I can. It's hard to. Alright, that's gonna go in there. I'll get out. Alright, our lentils now have been cooking for approximately about 4 minutes or so, and they've been to a nice medium boil. There's a view of those. They're not done by any means, but they're going in next. So be very, very careful when you pour these. Hold your spoon down so you don't splash yourself. Look at that, would you? Okay. Get all the lentils out. I'm trying to make it a little easier so you can see. As you can see though, I'm a lefty. So that's going in there. Alright, oh look at those. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Got a little wipe up there. Clean up there. Now, go ahead and mix all this good stuff together. Now these lentils are going to keep growing. They're going to keep doubling like a pasta does when you cook it. So give everything a good stir. Isn't that gorgeous already? I'm just going to pull out a spoonful and show you. Isn't that beautiful? Alright, we got a way to go on these yet though. So what goes in here next is chicken stock. We're going to put the chicken stock in here. Yeah, if I can open it. Alright, that's when a knife comes in handy. Big knife. And if you're going to use the whole thing, pop a hole in the back. I learned that from a train expert. That's the cameraman right now. That way you don't get all the splash. So we're going to put this in here. Cover that good. We're going to put our oven temp. It's already been preheating to 300. We're going to put it about 325, 350 depending on your oven for about 30 minutes. Check it in between that to make sure it's boiling and everything. And we do have a lid for this, yes. Gotta give it a little taste. So if I may have a spoon, please. Just to make sure all your seasonings are where they should be. Okay. Well, I knew I had to add more stock. I was just talking. I didn't want it to run over. Alright, and that is going to come to a boil. You may have to add a little more stock later. We're going to add a little bit more of the sodium-free chicken. And it was about 2 tablespoons, roughly. I'm going to add, actually, even though we got onion in there, and there's onion powder in there from before, since we had another box of teaspoon good shakes of onion powder. I would say a good teaspoon, tablespoon, teaspoon and a half. We'll compromise. And half that on the garlic. And oh yeah, couple great shakes of black pepper. Give that a stir. You won't believe this when you taste this. It's unreal. I never knew I could do this until I started doing this. Now I go to the aisle where I can get the lentils and the peas to do a split pea and ham and all the dried beans and everything. And you can get very, very creative with it. Very creative. And it doesn't cost you hardly anything. And don't be afraid, whatever you do, to go ahead and try this, because I did it, and if I can do it, you can do it. And we're going to get this into the oven. Again, it was already set at 300 to preheat. It's up to 325, depending on your oven. We're going to leave it on for about 30 minutes. We want it to get to a boil, and we're going to come back and check on it about halfway through, and we'll see you back here in just a little bit, okay?
Okay, we had this on 325 for about 40 minutes, and then I checked it. It needed a little bit more stock, so I put a little more stock in it, and we cooked it at about 250 for about another 30 minutes, and it is done. This is lentil and ham soup. I'm going to pull out a little bowl here for y'all to see. Oh, look at that. That is beautiful. Paula's been out of the room. She's been outside on the deck. But I got this bowl of lentil soup here. Look at this. This is more than a can could ever give you. This is probably about 5 to 6 cans, which you would probably paid about 10 bucks for. We made this for probably maybe $3, $4. But this is, look at that. This is lentil soup with some ham. I'm going to enjoy this. Thank you all again for watching Galui's Mood Food. This is ham and lentil soup, homemade. It's off the hook. You guys are going to love it. We'll see you again next time. Please visit our YouTube channel. It's YouTube, Galui's Mood Food. It'll take you right to all our episodes. We hope you enjoy it. We appreciate you being here. We'll see you again next time. I'm going to have some of this. Y'all take care. Bye-bye now.
I can know it and need it. I overlooked one thing. Love may be blind, but it sure saw me coming. I always thought I was wiser than your average fool. I knew just what to expect, and it sure wasn't